Welcome back to Seablock and TSM, episode number 31. Okay, so we remember from last time we were looking at getting blue science underway. We needed gold and we needed glass. Okay, to get gold, I've already got the requirement here. We need rubite chunks, and then we process them in an ore sorting facility. So to get rubite chunks, if we just go back one, it's crushed rubite and purified water in a flotation cell. On the basis of this one not going particularly fast, I think I might make 2 flotation cells. And what we're going to do is... what are we out of? Steel. Well, we were able to make the 2, so that's good. We'll worry about those things afterwards. What I might do is I might move these crystallizers up a little bit higher. We still obviously need all the crystallizers we've got here, but it's my plan at the moment to basically change this over to the chunks recipe. Because we've got tons of lead, it's backed up, and well, it's holding its own easily. So if these guys are moved to up here, might even rotate those around and move where this comes in, so that we actually get something like that. The rubite can come across there, and it's going to need to jump from here to there. That sorts those guys out. Now this one needs to be moved. Oh right, that's just loading rubite in. So we still need the crushed rubite, but obviously we want it to be further up. Have a lot of crushed rubite ore on us. Let's just let this process. Only crushed, not... Oh, if this is rubite ore. Okay. You can have that, and that one. There. Cannot insert. We are full. Slightly annoying. I don't know why I have half of these things on me. Let's just put a box over there and get rid of, well, all of those for starters. That should be fine. Okay, so the ore crusher. Well, let's get our flotation cells. These guys, maybe they need to go something like this. And they're going to be making crushed rubite. So we need purified water in, and we get, I guess it's nitric waste water out. Okay. Nitric waste water out. That's a new one. We will have to deal with that over here. Probably in a similar way to how we're dealing with this one. With a tank and a clarifier. So that when we get a use for it, which I'm sure we will, we can do something useful with it. So let's pick up a tank. We're missing all sorts of things now. We're going to have to stock up on some resources. Okay, this is steel. Need a decent bit of steel. What else do we need? We need stone brick. We're making stone pipe here, but it's not stone pipe that we need. It is iron pipe, so maybe I'll just quickly grab a little bit more. I don't think I need a whole lot of it. And then we can get a petrochem oil tank, which I guess we'll get due to the sheer volume of it. We don't appear to have a lot of pipe, so I am going to stock up. You can have that. I'll have that one. And you can have that one. That one. Thanks very much. We don't actually need a whole lot of that pipe just at the second, but it's probably wise to have it. I don't think I have a clarifier, so that's probably something else that we need to get as well. Yeah, is it? Clarifier. I don't think you can there. Water treatment clarifier. Yes, we do have a clarifier. Okay. So the tank can sit out here. No. It's going to come out this way. So it can kind of go there, I guess. And a bit more room. And then see if the clarifier fits here. And we'll put in a overflow valve there. I don't... That's, oh, that is an overflow valve. Overflow valve. So only when this tank gets specifically excessively full. These guys are too far down. Be nice just to be able to push them up one, wouldn't it? Means I probably want the tank one higher as well. Okay. Means we need just a little bit more landfill up there. Oops. Now the tank. And the clarifier. And the overflow valve. More stone pipe. Now, we need to put the formula in. And this is purified water. Did you need purified water as well? You did. What's this? Mineralized water. Too many different types of water. That one's mineralized water. Okay. Purified water. Where do you come up from? You come up from down here. You are actually feeding into there. So we could have another feed from you. Goes out to the side here. And that's one very long segment of pipe all the way around. That should have everything that we need there. Now we need the ore crusher, I believe. You are making crushed rubite. Okay, you're too far down. What else comes out of you? Crushed rubite. You also have the stone, which is heading along there to make more mineralized water. We still need that, so let's do some hijinks here. Is there anywhere else that we can put the stone? That's not going to be there in the end. Maybe we can put the stone over here. You've got to think in terms of Bob's wonky inserters for this sort of thing. That's too far. Here. It's not actually an option. Take backwards. Okay. The stone. Because I don't really want it just here, because I'm thinking that I'm just going to do this. And you get to sort rubite chunks. All of these things. I've no idea of knowing if the output of this, which is 2 rubite every 1 second, 2 crushed rubite a second. Yes, we do need exactly 2 of these. We also need to get rid of the cyan geode. So that's another thing. I mean, this is the belt we need to dump it on. I also have the red inserters now that I can use to some effect. A red inserter would get me across there. For example, and then we could simply... Oh, it's going the wrong way. We can fix that. And then we can simply unload into this thing. With pickup from there. I think that will work. This will have to be a filter inserter. Filtering the crushed stone. Yes. These ones won't need to be filter inserters because that will be obvious from what they're trying to do. These guys have no weird product. You guys need to come down here. Hopefully a single inserter there will suffice. And we don't actually need those, but I'll do it anyway. Anything weird out of you? No. So, power poles. We actually need copper plate. At this point, we need copper plate. Okay. Copper plate seems to be something that has escaped being too heavily in demand for a while. So maybe it will be good to clear a bit of backlog on the copper. And I do know that this whole area is basically woefully short of if you were there, you'd cover everything. All right then, that's where you are. So now you're going to be building up the aluminium and the gold. So aluminium, if we notice over here, the aluminium that goes into the powder machine is a little bit slow. We have plenty of the sodium hydroxide. In fact, a lot more plenty than I was actually even expecting. I feel that it would be useful if we had a little bit more filled in land there, and then this guy could probably come down a little bit earlier, and then we'll get another filter inserter. You will pick up the aluminium ore. Ores are in there, I think. That's gold ore, aluminium ore. At the top it is. And you can then come along here to roundabout there, where you need to be positioning that there. Yes. Okay, now the other thing we need is probably to, what are you burning off? Sulfur dioxide. Okay. I want to just move this flare stack out of the way. Maybe all the way up there. Just so we can come out this way. You'll pick up gold ore. And that's how we will be able to process. So what's the problem here? Oh, the geodes, of course. The geodes. Let me see. Maybe a yellow underground. To there. And, oh, that's actually not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Maybe it needs to be a filter as well. You're going to pick up the cyan geodes. Cyan geode, and you're going to drop it right there. Now, you need to be able to do something kind of funky like that as well. Let's put you so. Pick up from there, drop off there, cyan geode. Now, okay. Why do we have a problem here? You are not actually able to pick up from that direction. Okay, what about that? There we go. Action. cyan geodes just simply join all the other cyan geodes. Right, the crystal slurry is not draining fast enough, or there is still insufficient mineralized water, which is quite a problem actually. I'll have to... I'm actually thinking I may have to convert one of these completely just over to making mineralized water. I'm partly doing it if I only get through to this one, but maybe we need it more aggressively than that. These guys are getting their mineral sludge from multiple sources, so they don't necessarily need to rely on coming from here. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be making a lot of difference yet, but okay. Now I'm expecting you're backlogged. You are, especially with the gold. That's good. So gold processing then. We are going to need another area, because this is reasonably involved as well. Let's get into FNI. Gold. We want to get to gold plate, which we basically have molten gold, and we have gold ingot, and that's gold ore and chlorine, or gold cathode, which yeah, we don't have that available yet anyway, so let's not worry about that one. It's gold ore plus chlorine gas in a blast furnace Mark 1. Okay, so that's why we started bringing chlorine gas around, although it still has quite a long way to go. It's only over here. What I might do is see if I can bounce it out into C a little bit. Let's see if we actually have any more landfill. We should do. 1.6k, that's actually quite impressive. I don't know why we're specially learning combat robotics. It doesn't specially offer us a lot of value. Let's see how we go. Okay, let's just get out of the way. Go a little bit further. Yeah, I think this is a core Factorio bug. It's kind of annoying. Used in 18 at some point. Kind of annoying because it's never the specific piece of land that you step on that gets landfill. So we want to sort of come down somewhere here. We need a blast furnace Mark 1. Interesting. So you could actually just be pushed over a little bit. Gold. That one. Which would mean we would want chlorine to come down here. This bit again. I'm not even sure if it's correctly taking this extra piece from my inventory or what's happening exactly. Okay. Oops. Let's find out where the pipe has to go. Basically right on the piece that we to miss. Why am I being so careful not to waste, or trying to be so careful? Come on, game. Ugh. Missed again. We are almost up to the point of intersection. Now, I kind of want to get out here because I actually want to start thinking about trains in the very near future. The only way we can think about trains is by getting a bit of space, getting away from where we have already built and looking to do what we need to do. Okay, we've come way too far. Because this is actually where we needed to go. Okay. Oh, well, it makes all of my piping work look ugly, but never mind. That's about the extent of the damage, I guess. And of course, it's one of these in-between bits. Again. Okay. Yes, we can just use normal pipe. Whoops. There we go. Chlorine. Chlorine gas. So all you actually need now is power. Oh, no, you actually need fuel. It's lead. This one is fuel. So if instead of going up there, you went to there, that's going to work. Of course, we don't have room for this. This will be where it heads. Fuel. I don't need lead plate. Oh, you've got far too much. Once again. But those guys that are probably excessive in number anyway, there, pick up this lot. We need a splitter. That is incorrect. This one is the one that was supposed to be doing. This one is lead ingots. May as well head down there. Do that. You can have those. If you need lead ingots that much, you can have those. Right. Gold. 48 gold ingots. Okay. What do we do with that? We do the usual. We turn it into molten gold with an induction furnace. Or we combine it with nitric acid and hydrochloric acid to get fluoric acid, which is probably a way of increasing the amount that you can use. Or we do something else that's a little bit weird and wonderful. We'll just have to do the induction furnace for now. It's a casting machine, induction furnace, and I believe we'll need a casting machine. Not so hard to get all this done. Rotate. Based on all of our good work earlier. Casting machine. I think I'll put it like that. So you are molten gold, you are gold bar. Power. And gotta find somewhere on the bus to put this. This is already kind of getting in the way. So we need to, there's room here. I could actually move some stuff again. Yeah, I don't think there's room along here, is there? Unless it is moved. The gold can come along here. Which means we are going to need a little bit more of this. Should be fine. I mean, I don't think our supply of gold is going to be anything to set the world afire just yet. But, where are we up to? Molten gold. Oh, we've got all the ingots in the world in there, but they have not yet been transferred. Okay. Have to jump over the purified water. And then it should be clean sailing the rest of the way. We may just need to grab a few more of our trusty little belts from our workshop, mall, whatever you like to call it. Do we need anything else while we're here? Not really. There. That means that we are going to go across there. And there's not a bad supply of gold to get to the bus. We'll move it beyond there in due course. Now, the other one that we needed was glass. How are we doing for time? If it's really quick, we might be able to squeeze it in. So I made a little bit of space way up here so that I could put a splitter there, and we can then have our, that's not going to be long enough, that one is just one. We are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, yellow will do, but I should have brought more yellows while I was there, but that's okay, we can grab some now. I don't want to use the reds unless I need to just yet. Grab those. Do I need more else? Not sure. No. Okay. So glass can be just silicon. Or it can be silicon and lime. And I think what we're pitching for is the silicon and lime version. Or enough to get over that. This is where we use a red. Just look at all that. Awesome leaping capability. Okay. So this is the silicon coming down. Glass is glass mixture. Right. So you need glass mixture. Silicon ore and lime in a powder mixer. Do I have said powder mixer? No, that's a powderizer, not a powder mixer. That's a powderizer, right. We don't want to make that mistake again. That's a powder mixer, and we don't have any of those. Okay, so you're going to make glass mixture. It could just be silicon ore, or it could be silicon ore and lime. We're going to use the lime as well. Let's use some of our bio production capability, which means that we've got to expect lime coming up here. So we also need to run lime up there then. I think I was considering where I might get my lime out from. Lime comes in here. Would a red... not quite. Well, that's close. Red will get through if you do that. Which would mean we would have to load that. Oh. Have to use a proper power pole there. This is not going to be able to reach up all the way to there. We're going to have to take that off. No, that was supposed to feed lime into there. So I guess what we need then is you have to go back. You have to be a long drop so that you can, and not only that, you have to, yes, put it on the far side. Then we need another one, which is long pickup and long drop. That will feed lime up to our machines up the top. Well, at least it will try to. So we'll have to do another quick leap just over here. Okay, at the moment there's no reason not to do this. If I didn't have the red ones, I probably would have tried to go around that, but I do have the red ones, so I didn't. Laser turrets, okay. A little bit of landfill here. And another leap. Followed by another leap. Followed by another leap. And, yeah. There. And then power up here. Okay, glass mixture. Glass mixture is utilized in a induction furnace to make molten glass. Okay. Induction furnace. And then the molten glass can make lots of things. Glass fiber, glass. I think it's glass that we need. It's just a casting machine, as probably expected. So, what are you? You're a Mark II. Didn't say anything about Mark IIs being required, so let's assume we don't need one. And our casting machine, go there. You are making glass, lead, glass, and you are making. Ooh, we could add molten lead to it. But what does that actually do for us? Nothing. If it gave us more glass, I might have done it, because we do have lead to use up. But it doesn't appear to be the intention of that recipe. So, yeah, you can come down here. You can be a near. One more power pole. Yes, we'll put you here. Obviously that's going to get fixed at some point when I can be bothered. Okay, this is ever so awkward. It may have been better to put the gold one further out as this is turning out, but oh, never mind. Jump over there. We're out of pipe. We're out of belt. We can add a little bit more in there. And now we have our glass and our gold. One more underground. Yes, we are out just at that moment. Okay. One more underground. And there you go. So I think that's probably a good point to stop. Maybe it's slightly quicker than some of the episodes, but next time we've got our gold, we've got our glass, we're in a good position to work on our blue science that, if you recall, needs nitrogen, it needs methane gas or naphtha, it's gold and glass, and it needs more glass, and it needs more gold. So there we go. We're all ready for that for next time. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next. Bye-bye for now.